Hello everyone, I am Alexei Ivanov and this is my Yak-9U. It is pretty nice plane. It is not a great turner, but not bad. It is not a great climber, but not bad. It does not have best ornament, but it's not bad. But the level speed is very, very good. Yes, it is very nice. Okay, I think that's enough for Alexei. But anyway, this is me flying the Yak-9U, and this match we're facing the Germans. Lots of Focke-Wulf 190s and Bf 109s. As you can see, we get handily outclimbed by them. But that's not really an issue, because I don't want to really fight them at high altitude anyway. So as you can see, my LA-5 is engaged here, so I'm gonna swoop in, see if maybe I can help him, but I'm gonna keep my eyes open also, because I don't want to have someone diving at me from above. But as I said, this thing has very good level speed. So you can outrun people in level flight pretty easily, especially because this thing has a 4.3 battle rating, I think, which is pretty low. Especially given that this plane is so fast. And this is the second chance I've given the Yak-9U, because the first time round I played it, I did not like it. I couldn't kill anything with the guns, everything was outperforming me. But I think I may have misjudged a bit, because once you get upgrades it starts to get good. Now here we can see there's a Bf 109G diving on me, but I'm really not scared at all. Okay, as you can see, I'm already easily pulling away from him, and it's no problem. See, we can just easily outrun him. A good thing about this plane also is that it gets WEP, so if you need some extra power, you can use WEP to get it. But the water overheats pretty easily, so you can't use it that often. So basically I just fly around at 100% most of the times, and when I really feel like it's a life or death situation, then I'll use the WEP. Now, we've picked up some more trailers, so now I have about 4 people chasing me. But really, I don't care if they're chasing me at this altitude, at this speed, because it's equalizing our energy. If the Germans climb, then they can gain an energy advantage over me. But if they try to follow me in fast level flight like this, then I'm actually building up energy over them, because the Yak-9 is way better at it than they are. And a lot of people fall for it. And the mistake a lot of people make when they first fly this plane is that they think it's like a Yak-9T, that you can out-turn everything. And you can turn decently, but not that great. So basically what I try to do is play it patiently. I try to use my teammates. I bait people like this, so now I have 4 people chasing me who weren't engaging teammates, allowing my other teammates to outnumber the enemies. And then I just wait until there's easy targets, until they're distracted, and try to pick them off. I also get nice and close because this thing has one 20mm cannon and 2 12mm guns, I think, so it really doesn't pack the biggest punch, but it's adequate, that's for sure. So I'm just looking around me, and there's nothing that's really an immediate threat to me. So I think it's time to dive down and see if we can help some of these teammates over here. And that's the great thing about the Yaks, is that there's no real disadvantage to diving down, because you perform a lot better down there anyway, so you don't want to give up all your altitude needlessly, but it's not a terrible idea to go down a little. So here's a Focke-Wulf. Here comes the diving speed on this plane, not that good. So you have to be careful, but there we go, set him on fire. You'll probably go down eventually. Although in this patch, fires don't seem to do that much. But anyway, I'm going to try to get some shots on this guy. Just about do it, but can't do much. And now it's time to use my speed to disengage. As you can see, ME410 can't keep up with me. The Focke-Wulf I set on fire can't keep up with me. You may also notice that I'm using manual engine controls every now and again. And that's because, here you can see it, I turned it on, and I switched my supercharger to gear 1 because we're at low altitude now. Because with the manual engine control I can close the radiator manually, and the Focke-Wulf just died, so that's good. And closing the radiator decreases drag, allows me to get an even higher top speed, which is really good for this plane. Now this Focke-Wulf is diving on me and gaining on me, so now I'm going to use the turning ability of this plane. I know I can out-turn the Focke-Wulf pretty easily. And here we go, I've turned him and now I'm looping it up to bleed some more energy. And there we go. Now I don't want to keep turn fighting this guy because I was afraid there was more of his teammates nearby. So instead, now that I've bled all of the Focke-Wulf's speed, I will just... see, there you go, there's more enemies. Instead I'm going to level out, maybe a little bit of a dive, gain separation from this other Focke-Wulf. Because now I've made him bleed a lot of speed, and now I can use my really good acceleration to get away from him. I have to dodge a few shots, but he's not going to hit me. As you can see, we're opening up the distance pretty easily, and that's just because this thing accelerates so good at low altitude, and it's fast. As you can see, I mean, I'm trucking along here, so... This Focke-Wulf does the smart thing, he starts climbing. If he keeps following me in level flight, I'm just going to keep opening up an even bigger energy advantage, so... He's doing the smart thing. But I'm not too worried. I know there's teammates incoming, so I'm just going to wait until these teammates get here. And then I'll re-engage him. And that's kind of what I've learned while playing this plane, is just play it patiently. Use your teammates, make it easy for your teammates, try to help your teammates get people off their six, and just wait for your moment to strike. Don't commit to turn fighting straight away. So now I've seen that the Focke-Wulf is breaking off to dodge this P63 attack. So that's my cue to turn around and come back into the engagement. P63 is playing it nice and safe, going up first. And there's an ME410 down low who's coming pretty much straight at me. Or at least straight in my direction. And so I decide he's a pretty easy target. May as well finish him off first. That takes one more plane out of the dogfight, so that then we don't have to worry about being outnumbered or anything. P63 misses all shots, so I decided to shoot it. There you go, set him on fire and killed him. So that's my second kill of this game. And generally with this plane I don't spray the guns because you don't have enough ammo for that. 120 cannon rounds, you really want to make sure of your shots. P63 just got lit up by the Focke-Wulf, so I'm not gonna go head on. Instead I'm gonna fly under his guns, and then again doing the same trick, level flight, speed away, because I know I have a teammate coming. There he is. Go. He took some shots and the Focke-Wulf turns, and that means that now it's my turn to turn. And I can slot right in on him. So yeah, this is just, it's great. This plane works really good with teamwork. And in this case I'm not even talking to these guys, but they're just doing their thing, and I'm just going to play it patiently and use them to help set up my kills. So you don't even have to, it's not real, well, it is teamwork, but it's not like we're communicating to do it, it just happens naturally, so. And those were my last cannon rounds, so it's time to head back to base to rearm. So, a little bit later, as we're just flying back to base, you see one of the Focke-Wulfs crash, and looking at the score sheet, there are 3 of them left, and 3 of us. So it's a pretty tight match. So we're gonna have to play it carefully and hope that we can find these last guys and hopefully take them out. So I flew back to base and I have rearmed, so now I'm taking off again. Oh, and if you ever decide to use manual engine controls, don't use them when you're taking off because you'll overrev the engine. Now, as you can see, one of our Yak-9Ts just got shot down by a BF-109. Who shows himself to be a very poor winner in the chat. I really don't like people who start bragging about killing people in chat. I mean, come on. But anyway. So now it's 2 of us versus 3 of them. So I'm gonna have to play even more carefully because I'd like to win this one. Losing's never fun, especially if you've had a good game, so. But they're probably gonna be at higher altitude than us, so we're either gonna have to bait them into coming down to get us, or try to outnumber them somehow. But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take off and fly towards their base and kind of do some advanced scouting, and if I find them I'll lead them back to my teammates so that we can team up on them. That's my thinking anyway. So I'm gonna climb and wait for my teammate to rearm. So, not very much later, we have spotted an enemy, and he is indeed above us, heading this way, so I'm going to try to intercept him. There he is, targeted, and I'm trying to lead him, first of all, away from my teammate, because my teammate needs to get off the ground and get his speed up before he can be useful. So I don't want to lead this BF-109 towards this teammate while he's still on the runway, because that would just be a stupid thing to do, and not very kind to my teammate either. No one really likes it when you do that. So as you can see, I think my Yak-9U I teammate is taking off now. So I'm just going to keep level flight so I can build up some speed. If this guy wants to dive on me, he probably won't be able to catch up. But he doesn't seem to be too eager. Maybe he hasn't spotted me because I'm below him. Maybe he's just scared, I don't know. But he's not coming down yet, so I want to make it a little bit easier for him. So I turn towards him, closing the distance, hoping that he'll be tempted to dive on me, because that's exactly what I want him to do. And usually you can trick people into diving on you when you do this, because they see the distance closing, so they think, ah yes, easy kill, and then they dive down, but no, this guy's not falling for it. So I'm getting a little bit suspicious that he might be trying to regroup with his teammates, but even if he is, that's why I'm kind of flying this way, so I don't get too far away from my teammate, because if suddenly another enemy appears, I'd like to have my teammate close by, so that I don't get completely outnumbered. So we're just cruising around here. I'm going to try to regroup with my teammate a little. It's just so nice that this plane is so fast at level speed, so you can really use that as a weapon. It took me quite a long, well not a long time, but because everyone had always told me that Russian planes are a jack of all trades, you know. They're not great at anything, but they're decently good at everything. They're pretty good turners, but they're not the best. They climb okay, but they're not the best. They dive okay, but they're definitely not the best. But it takes a while to learn how to use that as a strategy. And with this plane, it's really your best strength is your speed, so you use that first, and then against Germans you can use your turning, because you don't want to be turn fighting Japanese planes, because, well, unless it's a J2N, you can turn fight those, but you really just have to know which planes you can use your advantages against. So it's kind of interesting, it's different. So this guy's really not keen on coming down to attack us, which is a shame. I wanted to fight, but he doesn't seem to be going for it yet, so instead I'm gonna head over to his base, because if this guy's not gonna fight, then I'm gonna have to hope to find someone else to fight, and maybe they're refueling, rearming also, so if I could catch them while they're still down low, that would be great. So I'm keeping an eye on this guy, but he really doesn't seem to want to attack. So that's fine. My Yak teammate seems to also be interested in staying with me, so that's good. He's not an idiot and flying off by himself, you know. He's trying to stick together, which is always nice. I'm majorly outspeeding him because this plane is pretty fast. And here we go. We have found another enemy. So I'm calling him out so my teammate knows that I've seen someone. And now I'm gonna wait and see what this guy does a little. Turning towards him, again hoping to get him to chase me. And because he's not flying towards me, so then I'll have to go towards him. As you can see, I'm closing the gap. Catching up. The great thing about the Yak-9U is a lot of planes seem to lose a lot of Russian planes, I mean, seem to lose a lot of speed above 4,000 meters, but this plane still feels pretty fast, even at these higher altitudes, so I'm not sure exactly what the specification on the engine is, but it seems to perform pretty well, even at medium altitudes, I guess. For War Thunder, 4,000 meters is already getting pretty high altitude, but it's War Thunder. So we're closing the gap on this BF-109, so hopefully we scare him into making a move pretty soon. Right now I'd rather not attack him though, because that would slow me all the way down if I have to climb up to get him. But hopefully he sees the distance closing and he'll get scared and make a mistake or something. And here we go, he seems to be turning towards me, so I don't want to go for a head-on if I'm this slow. So instead I'm going to break away, dive down, and go towards my Yak teammate. That other BF-109 who didn't want to attack us, he just crashed, so he ran out of fuel I guess, and went down. And this BF-109 is trying to chase me, he's doing exactly what I want him to do. See, but I can keep the distance perfectly stable, and there we go, he's turning because my other teammate is attacking him. So now I'm going to try to turn back towards him. Trying to make a bit of a gentle turn, don't want to bleed too much speed because as you can see the 109 is now trying to chase me again. But I'm completely fine with this. So instead I'm going to make a smooth left hand turn, diving a little to keep the distance up, to slowly bring him back into the guns of my teammate. So this is just baiting, this is how we bait people. Now he's broken off me because he sees my teammate coming, so that's my cue to turn back into him and attack him myself. And there we go, I can use the great speed of this plane to catch up to him. And now I'm on his tail. And he pulls a pretty bad maneuver here. He's going up, slowing himself way down, so I can start getting some shots into him. And there we go, killed his pilot I think. Yep, pilot is unconscious. So that's another kill from me. Very, very nice. And there we go, there's one guy left, so let's hope we can find him and finish this game off, because if we don't find him, the enemy team might win through tickets, so I'd rather not have that happening, so I'm going to fly towards his base and try to flush him out. So I'm not going to bother climbing too much because these clouds here are going to be a bit of a hindrance, because I can't spot anything that's below me, so for all I know he's taking off and I can't see. And as I said before, Yak doesn't need to climb, it's fast. So now I've decided I'm going to start diving, and this is where in chat the other guy starts complaining that his team is terrible and that he's leaving now. I'm fine with him leaving. I mean, he's in a hopeless well, not in a hopeless situation, but he's given up, so he crashes. And that was the last enemy, so we've won this game. So I didn't like that guy much. First he's yelling all, "Oh, die Russian peasant." and now he's complaining about his team not being good. I don't know, just don't like him. But it's his loss and our win, because there we go, it's a victory for us. So I'll take a quick peek at the results screen, because that's what I always do. And there we go, 4 aircraft kills, nice lot of RP. I think I was using a booster for this match because I got almost 10,000 RP, so, and 50 something thousand lions, which is always nice. Unlock the engine for this plane and getting closer to the IL-28, which is why I was playing this. Looking at the score sheets, we can see they actually had a decent team. A lot of their players got at least 1 kill. More players than on our team who got a kill, but there was one person on our team who did pretty well, and that was me. And I guess that made the difference. I don't know. But it was a nice victory, so on to the next match. So this is my second match, and we are now flying against the US and the British team combined on alternate history Berlin map. And we can see up ahead there's a bomber that's been spotted. At least his dot. I think it's a bomber, it looks like it's a bomber. And we're almost at 4,000 meters, so I'm going to start leveling off and start building my speed. I mean, pretty much all the planes on the Allied side will outclimb me, so I'd rather have speed advantage than the altitude. Now normally I don't go after bombers in this plane, because the guns just aren't good enough at all to kill bombers. Usually just a waste of ammo. So I'd rather save my ammunition for fighters. But this B-25 is setting himself up so nicely. Look at him, nice and slow, not making any maneuvers. So I'm gonna make a pass at him, see what we can do. So, lots of good hits, got his engine smoking, but not enough to critically damage him or set him on fire. So I'm not gonna hang around there. Instead, I'm gonna go help this I-185 get the Spitfire off his tail. So that's what I'm doing, calling out my intentions. He's starting to maneuver, so it's time to make my move. And there we go. Shoot off part of his wing and set him on fire. Killed his pilot, so he's out of the game. So I'm going to keep my speed, climb a little bit, turn towards my teammates so I can be with them. And we'll see what pops up next. B-25 is going down, so that should be an assist for me. And here we go, some more enemies have been spotted, so I'm turning towards them, a Spitfire and a Corsair. I'm targeting the Spitfire right now because he's at highest altitude. Taking a look at the Corsair. The Spitfire, what's he doing? He's turning away. So instead I'm going to go for the Corsair because he's close. He's setting himself up pretty nicely. I should be able to get a few hits on him. So I'm lining it up, holding my fire until I'm close, but I mess up my aim pretty badly. And I only get a few hits and nothing critical. He's trying to follow me, but I have a lot more speed than him, so he's stalling out, and my teammates should be able to kill him here. And there we go, kill assist for me. Baited that guy into stalling out. So here's the Spitfire, I'm going to turn towards him. And yeah, he's chasing my P-39 teammate over there, so I'm going to try to help him out, try to get the Spitfire off his tail. So here we go, and the Spitfire sees me coming and breaks off, so that's good. At least gives my teammate a little bit more time. I'm going to turn back in to try to help them. And suddenly 3 Typhoons appear. Now this is very bad news, because Typhoons are some crazy planes. They can pull some insane maneuvers, they can generate energy like no other, so I was a little bit afraid. Got some hits on the Spitfire, but I'm not going to stick around to start turn fighting him because these Typhoons are coming in hot. So both me and a teammate break away from this incoming Typhoon, and I'm really not going to start turn fighting now. Instead I'm going to try to gain some separation, get my speed nice and high. Gain some distance from these Typhoons and then turn back in. if the fight drops a little lower. But there's a P-47 in front of us, so we're gonna have to deal with that first before we can turn back in. Now, it's not really a smart idea to go head on with a P-47. It's got a lot of 50 cals, so I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm gonna roll under his guns, make sure he can't shoot me. And now it's time to turn back in to try to help my teammates over there. This Typhoon is coming straight for me, but he's not going for the head-on. Can we get some shots into him? No, my nose bounces up. Or actually down, just at the wrong moment. There's another Typhoon coming in. Really don't want to go head-on with these things. 4 Hispano cannons will give you a very bad day if they hit you. And so instead, again, I'm just going to keep going in a straight line, gain a bit of separation before turning in. Here come my 2 teammates. They're making their pass, so I feel like it's time for me to turn around and try to help them out. So I'm turning back in, dodging this Typhoon. Really don't want to get hit by these things. There's another Typhoon. Can I get some shots in? No, I miss. And at this point, dodging this Typhoon, I'm feeling like it's a bad idea to hang around here. These Typhoons are just too crazy for me. So instead I'm going to help my teammate over here with the P-47 first. I don't know if it's really the right move, but these Typhoons are scaring the hell out of me. So I decided I'm going to go over here to the P-47. It's an easier target. This P-47 is going straight towards me, so again I'm not going to go head on with this. Instead I'll just dodge out of the way, loop back up, see what happens then. My teammate's on his tail, so that P-47 is never going to outrun the P-39 at low altitude, or outturn him, so he's almost definitely going down. So that's my cue to turn around and help these 3 guys over here with the Typhoons again. Typhoon set someone on fire, but one of the Typhoons got killed. P-47 also just got killed, so things are going well. We still have 2 Typhoons left to deal with, but there's a lot of us left, so we outnumber them greatly. We should be able to win this now. Attacking! So, of course, again I'm targeting the highest guy, he's the biggest threat. The other Typhoon already has someone on his tail. And there we go, critically damaged and set on fire. And he's dead. So now I'm gonna try to dive on this guy. Can I get some shots in? No, just couldn't get the right shot to line up. Don't have much ammo left, so I want to make certain of my shots. And it's time to start turn fighting now, he's the last enemy, so. And there he goes. They crashed into each other, I think. So. GG. So this game wasn't too spectacular for me. I got a kill and a few assists, but it does show you how you can do some teamwork with this thing and distract enemies, get them off your teammate's tail just by making those passes in. Don't start turn fighting, just keep your speed high, make those passes, and you can do really well. So I'm going to try to farm some more ground units here for some extra RP, why not? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have quite a few more Yak-9U games I'm going to show, but I'll do that in another video a little bit later. I'm not going to show them all at once, because otherwise you'll get bored of watching only Yak-9U. So my next video will be on the Focke-Wulf 190A8, because someone challenged me to fly it. So I did, and I actually had a few good games in it. So got almost 3,000 RP and 30,000 lions, so good result. 3rd on the team. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!